So good evening, dear students. We are in English 1. This is CIPAS 2. And today we are going to be talking a little bit about modal verbs, especially should and shouldn't for giving advice. And also we are going to explore some tips for writing an informal letter. Okay? Hello, Jacqueline, and welcome all of you. So can you please confirm if you are observing at my screen, please? Is
Hi,
everything?
teacher.
Hi, Jacqueline. Welcome. Nice to have you here. So you guys can observe my screen, right? You can look at my screen without any problem. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yes,
So let's
teacher.
start. Thank you, Jack. Okay, so, well, as I told you, modal verbs and informal letter writing to my past self, okay? Important to mention and to remind you that this information of today's CIPAS is going to help you to work on your task 6 reflections. And probably if you already did finish, this information can help you to check if you might need to change something, to modify something in order to have all the requirements from the assessment. ¿Listo? Entonces I'm going to be like switching between English and Spanish. And if you don't understand anything, please let me know so I can explain in Spanish if necessary. Okay? Listo. So, in order to start, we are going to have this entry ticket. So, this is the instruction for you guys to follow. First of all, you are going to this website that I have here. I'm going to share the link. Okay, this one that is here. Wait. Okay. This one, where am I? This one, okay? And the intention is that you need to give advice or you need to give like some recommendation to this situation. I procrastinate on assignments. What should I do? So the intention is in this page that you have here. Okay, I'm going to share that in the link that I just shared. Here, this one. You guys are going to write like short sentences or short phrases, and also, or if you want, like verbs or actions. Yeah, remember that procrastinating is something that some people consider to be negative, no? When you procrastinate is that you tend, ustedes tienden o tendemos, we tend to postpone our responsibilities, no? So in order to complete this answer, yeah, this one that is here, wait, present. I procrastinate on assignments. What should I do? Yeah. You should exercise. Remember that assignments refers to something academic, or it can also be something related to your personal life, probably, if you want. Okay, we have one tip or advice, one piece of advice. You should exercise. Very good. Let's hear some others. Present in Teams. Oh, okay, you should start presenting in Teams. Let me see. How can I share this in Teams? Okay. So let's wait because it's not loading. Let's remember that I already shared the link in the chat so that you can write your answers. We already have one answer. We are waiting for some others. Ay, no me está presentando nada. Okay, let's give the advice. Okay, remember, the question is, yo procrastino, like, imagine that you are talking to your best friend, yeah? And your best friend is having some difficulties at the university because your best friend tends to postpone the activities or the homework from the university. So, what recommendation would you give to your best friend? What should he do or she do? So the advice, well, in a moment we are going to see some others. Because I only have, how many people? I only have, wait. Well, I already have 2 people, but we need some others. What recommendations? ¿Qué le podríamos decir a nuestro mejor amigo que tiende a procrastinar? What kind of things?
Give the advice.
Okay, give the advice of what exactly? What type of advice? Hello, Diana, welcome. Yes, Morgan?
Well, give the advice of having a balance between procrastinate and having a normal assignment, like don't procrastinate. For example, procrastinate from Monday, Wednesday, Friday, to give an idea.
Okay. So you mean that you can ask your best friend to what? To organize or have like a good time management. Yes, that's what you mean?
That's right. Yes, that's right.
Okay, very good. Yeah, that is a good piece of advice. Okay, so let's continue. Any other advice? Any other piece of advice? Jacqueline, Claudia, Diana, in case that you couldn't have access to the Mentimeter, you can share your answers in the chat and we are going to continue. Okay, so let me see here. Well, we don't have any other answers, so let's continue. Okay, here. Let me share the presentation again. And here. Okay. Now, first of all, we are going to start with shouldn't, giving advice. Yeah. What is advice? Remember that advice is like a suggestion or a recommendation about something. Okay. So first of all, when we give advice, we are expressing our opinion, personal opinion, to one friend or another person about any particular topic or situation. Yeah. So the first situation in which we use should and shouldn't means deberías or no deberías, is to give advice or suggestions. So for example, you should read for at least, como mínimo, 15 minutes per day. ¿Ya? Tú deberías. When I am giving a suggestion, una sugerencia to somebody about any particular situation. Also, we have to make a suggestion. For example, you shouldn't, this is something that is usually negative. You shouldn't drink your tea with so much sugar. ¿Sí? Estamos haciendo como una sugerencia a alguien para que cambie un comportamiento o una actitud. And when we are talking about modal verb of obligation, what is this? when we want to give somebody orders or we want to give advice, but not in a strong way. Por ejemplo, for example, you should study harder, yeah? Let's imagine that, for example, me, teacher Stephanie, and not having the expected results in something. So my best friend suggests me that I should study harder, ¿ya? Es como una orden, pero no es en una forma tan directa ni tan fuerte como si utilizáramos otros modales, ¿listo? Es más como algo más sutil, por decirlo. So remember, to give advice, para aconsejar, para hacer sugerencias y para hablar sobre una obligación, pero no en una forma muy fuerte, sino algo más sutil, más delicado. Okay, now, how do we use should and shouldn't? It is the same for all the subjects or for all the persons or all the people. So I can say, for example, I, you, he, she, we, they, we, you guys should see a specialist. And should is a modal verb. ¿Qué quiere decir esto? Usually modal verbs, they are verbs that require another or an infinitive verb, like in this case. It is followed by an infinitive verb without the to. ¿Listo? So, for example, we don't say you should to listen to me, but we say you should listen to me. Okay, we don't use the to. And in questions, we are going to have, should we call him? Is incorrect if I say, do we should call him? That is not the way it works in questions. Okay, wait. Okay, questions about should and shouldn't, because we're going to have like some practice in a moment. So remember, the situations that we use it when we want to give advice, queremos aconsejar, we want to make a suggestion, algo como muy de una forma que queremos que alguien no haga algo, cambio en comportamiento porque no es positivo, is something negative usually, and also as an obligation, but not in a strong way, okay? So, questions. Who else is here? I see somebody. Nancy. Nancy, hello. Nancy, can you please write down your last name in the chat, because, or not in the chat, but probably in your name, para que yo te anote en la asistencia. ¿Listo? Escribe tu apellido para tenerlo en cuenta, porque solo Nancy, pues no voy a saber qué estudiante exactamente es. Okay, thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Okay, so questions or no questions? Yep. So what we are going to do now is another practice exercise. And here we have given some advice. So I'm going to share some situations or one situation. And the intention is that you are going to tell that person what they can do in that specific situation, okay? So this is the link. I'm going to share the link in the chat so that you can participate, okay? And let me share this. Here I have. So here, I have this question. My best friend cheats on tests. What should I say? See, remember that. Wait. Cheating. What is cheating? Anybody knows? Cheating. What is it? Do you know the definition of cheating?
Do what's the name?
Something good. Okay. Yes, Diana.
Something.
Is something positive or negative, Morgan?
Something negative. Something negative.
Yes. as Diana said, in the context of a relationship, like a romantic relationship, it is when you engañas a alguien, like to your, I don't know, to your husband or to your wife or to your girlfriend or your boyfriend. But in the context of school, cheating is hacer trampa, or probably also in the context of sports, ¿sí? Hacer trampa in any other context. ¿Listo? Okay, thank you, Morgan. Okay, so what should you say? Imagine that your best friend is a person that likes cheating. Yes, is not very honest. Okay, no, it's fine. Thank you, Diana. Thank you for giving the definition. Okay, you shouldn't do it. It is bad. Okay. Bueno, imagine that your best friend does it or your best friend cheats because he doesn't feel confident about what he knows. So, what can you tell him? ¿Sí? Él lo hace porque él no se siente muy seguro de sus propias habilidades. So, what can you tell him in this case?
Good night. I sorry, but I don't have confidence for how can I talk.
You don't have confidence, but you're speaking very, very well.
Yes,
Well,
sorry. Okay, I am going to be quickly.
Okay.
I talk to my friends, and I say you should to study more for the exam, and if you want, I can help you
Mhm.
to study, and please don't cheat.
Okay.
Don't cheat.
That is good. Yes, that is the intention. So if he doesn't know, you can offer your help to so that he can understand and he stops cheating. No, that is a very good solution. Okay, you should advise her that it is wrong. Okay, very good. Yes, I think Diana, that answer is very complete. However, sin embargo, we need to have some clarification in terms of grammar. Yeah, let me do something. Ven acá compartirles. Remember this, Diana and the rest and everyone. Because you said he should too. Entonces, remember here, Diana and everyone, that when we use this modal verb, ¿sí? Es un modal verb que quiere decir que siempre, que es un verbo como auxiliar. Por lo tanto, va a ir seguido de un verbo principal, ¿listo? Y ese verbo principal va a ir en infinitive, ¿sí? Pero ese infinitive no debe llevar to, ¿listo? Entonces yo no voy a decir, I'm not going to say, you should to listen to me, or you should to, or you shouldn't to practice, or you shouldn't to cheat. No, I am going to say you shouldn't cheat. Okay, so remember, it doesn't have to. Yep, you should listen to me. It's incorrect to say you should to listen to me. Okay, let's see if I have more answers. Okay, yeah, there are more answers in here. Thank you, Diana, for your answer. That was pretty cool. Here, let's see other answers. You should think more about yourself. Okay, listo. Very good. Yes. And I don't know if you guys have access to this one that I have here. I don't know if you have access to this question. My brother plays video games all night. What should he do? ¿Tienen acceso a esta que estoy proyectando?
no, teacher, no tenemos.
Ok, permítanme, entonces ya reviso por qué no tienen acceso. Why no? Okay, let me see. Let me see, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Bueno, mientras, okay, wait. Listo. All everywhere. I don't know what happened, but I thought that you were going to have access to that one as well. Okay, so you can type the answers in the chat because I don't know what happened. I don't know why you're not having access. No entiendo por qué no. Déjenme ver si la puedo compartir acá. ¿Dónde está? Oh. And can you, like, espérenme. No, no sé qué pasó. Ok, and if you try to scan, si tratan espérenme, ya, listo. Ahora sí, espérenme, wait tantico, hold on. Share. Listo, lo voy a compartir acá. Here, this one. The other one. This one that I'm sharing. My brother plays video games all night. Check the new link that I shared so that you can have access to that one. Okay, you should rest. You're going to get sick. Okay. What else can we tell him? Very good. That is a good one. Do you have this situation, or do you happen to know any person that loves playing video games all the time, or no? That is very fictional? Or do you know any person? Sí, sí conocemos a alguien fanático a los videojuegos, or no? And especially, for example, today, like nowadays, there are many people that love playing video games all the time, no? Okay, let's wait for other answers. Remember that I have the link here. So you should rest. Bueno, is the same, but without the comma. Another piece of advice, another recommendation. Okay.
I will send already my
Yes.
answer.
If it's on Friday, it's okay. But if it's on any other day of the week, he shouldn't play it all night. 2 hours, it's fine. Okay. So you are just like a kind of limiting the time. Okay, that's good. Very good. I like, Morgan, that you are always trying to make concessions. Sí, estás tratando de generar esas concesiones in this kind of situations. Muy diplomático, very diplomatic. Okay, thank you guys for participating. Let's continue. And now I'm going to share, we are going to play Kahoot, and then we continue with the informal letter, okay? The informal letter structure. Here. So in this Kahoot, you guys have multiple choice questions. You have true and false, and you have unscrambled sentences, ¿sí? Oraciones que tienen que organizar. Okay, so I'm gonna share these here. And pin this one. And I'm gonna share this link for you. Kahoot, this one here. So
I already in this page.
Yes, have you played in this website?
Yes, input in another subject. It was fundamental questions.
Okay, that's good. So how do you like it? Do you think it's fun, or what is your
Um,
opinion? You don't like it?
well, I don't handle well the the subjects of economy and politics. That's not my specialty.
That it's not your like your strong like something that you're very good at, but probably you are very good at something else, no? Yes, that's
Yes,
everyone.
in English, I'm pretty good.
Yes, I
In
can
fact,
tell that.
in fact,
Okay.
and before and joining UNAT in
Mm-hmm.
2023, I was a capacitar. Do you know what capacitar is?
I don't know, is an institution or something?
It's kind of an English course.
Ah,
And
okay. Like a language institute?
yes, that's right.
Okay.
Um, and and after I finished my year there, because that was when I finished 11th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not so long ago, two of my sisters-in-law come in my home visiting
Mm-hmm.
because they were on vacation. So when after they returned to their homes, my mother told me about one of them. They capacitar and
Uh-huh.
at capacitar courses, and the teachers always talk about myself, about
Uh,
how good I was.
okay, how good you were. Okay, Morgan, that is great to hear. Please join to the link that I shared
Yes.
in the
Can
chat.
you read me the numbers?
Uh, you can join the link that I shared in the chat.
Give me a second.
It's 5450237. I'm gonna share in the chat. I'm gonna type it in the chat. Okay. Okay. Morgan. Okay, pretty good. Let's start. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Shouldn't. Okay, you have a headache. What should you do? You should, you shouldn't, you should too, or you shouldn't too. As possible. Okay, you should. Yes, remember that we don't say you should too. Okay, remember that a headache. ¿Tienes un dolor de cabeza? Well, you should drink more water, no? Okay, very good, Claudia and Jack and Nancy. Okay, let's continue. Organize this sentence. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, time's up. Very good. You shouldn't be loud. No debe ser bulloso o ruidoso in the library, no? Because it's a quiet place. Let's continue. Nancy, very good. It's midnight. Wait, this is similar to the last one. Okay. You shouldn't. ¿Sí? Porque si es medianoche, bueno, se supone que you should be quiet, ¿no? Hello, Carlos. Thank you for joining. In this moment, we are playing Kahoot to practice shouldn't. Let's continue. You be rude to your teacher. Rude es grosero, ¿no? Someone that is not very nice. Very good. You should never or you shouldn't be rude to your teacher. Okay, Nancy, that is good. You're in a streak. You shouldn't turn off notification when you are at the cinema. True or false? False, yes. ¿Por qué false? Porque dice, no deberías apagar the notifications when you're at the cinema. And if you're at the cinema, you should be quiet, no? Because you're watching a movie. Okay, Claudia, good. Okay, organize. 10 seconds. Very good. You shouldn't stay up. No deberías quedarte o estar despierto tan tarde, no? And the last one, very good. Let's see. Diana, good. Morgan, excellent. Last one, true or false? Is this sentence correct? You should to drink water after exercising. Uy, ya tenemos un tie, tenemos un empate. Remember what I told you. After should, no, the next verb doesn't have to. ¿Listo? Siempre va. You should drink water after exercising. ¿Listo? Sin el to. Okay, let's see. The podium. Number 3, Nancy. Very good. Congrats. Ay, Jack, lo siento. Ok, Jack, doesn't matter, no te preocupes. Claudia, excellent. Okay, Morgan, very good. Okay, thank you guys for participating. Okay. Y bueno, también a todos, ¿no? Porque la intención es esa, participar y bueno, jugar y aprender. Okay, so let's see, let's continue. Now we are going to remember this again, people. Don't forget lo que veíamos ahí que nuevamente noté un poco de confusión. Remember, we use should for all the people. Yes, should goes with everyone. Y no decimos you should to listen to me. No, el to, no. We say you should listen to me. ¿Listo? Sin el to. Y para questions, we don't include an auxiliary, porque por lo que les decía, de que el should es un modal verb, por lo tanto, modal verb, acá esto, por lo tanto nos funciona o en teoría nos puede cumplir la misma función de un auxiliary, ¿listo? Por lo tanto, entonces va el verbo siguiente en infinitive, en su forma básica, sin el to, ¿ok? Without to. Yes, don't forget about that, que no tengamos that mistake in the task 6, okay? Now, writing an informal letter. A ver, ¿cómo vamos con esas letter, personal letter? I know that Morgan already finished. So, as I said.
I finished before joining the meeting, I was finishing the.
You were just
I can show you so you can have feedback.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. That is the intention. After we finish the class, you can stay with me and I can check it out. Okay? Okay, so remember, what is the intention? You're going to write a letter. Imagine, well, from the present time to your past self. ¿Listo? A su yo del pasado. Okay, so what is important? Remember that you need to follow one structure. Yeah, is in the learning guide explains that you need to follow certain criteria. First of all, in the you are going to have 3 parts. Okay, initially you are going to have like a greeting. In a moment, I'm going to give you some vocabulary that you can use. Okay. And after you have said hello, you are going to have the introduction, yeah? What are you going to cover in the introduction? Very easy. In this, you are going to briefly, muy resumidamente, de forma muy corta, te vas a saludar. You are going to greet your past version. And you are going to mention the important situation or memory from the past. Something that was very, very important for you in the past. Okay, that is in the introduction. Now, in the body of the letter, that is the second part of the letter, you are going to be very detailed describing. ¿Dónde debes hacer la carta? Nancy, ¿cómo así?
Canva.
Okay, you mean the tool? It can be in Canva, yes, it can be in Canva. Listo, puedes usar Canva, cualquier formato en Canva lo puedes hacer, está bien, ¿listo? So that it can be creative, ¿vale? Okay, thank you for the question, Nancy. Listo. In the body, you should describe what happened. ¿Sí? ¿Qué pasó en qué? What happened in this moment that you briefly introduce in the introduction. ¿Listo? And you need to mention the reasons why that moment was very important for you. ¿Listo? O sea, describe the moment and explain the reasons why the moment was important in your life. Okay? And finally, in the conclusion, you are going to give, or you should give, advice using should and shouldn't to guide, para guiar a tu yo del pasado, to guide your past self. ¿Listo? That is important. So, how many paragraphs are we going to have in total? How many paragraphs? How many paragraphs?
3.
Yeah, very easy. Okay, thank you. So here, let's continue with suggestions. In the introduction, please use an informal and friendly tone. You are not going to be formal. Why? Because it's a letter for yourself. So you don't need to be formal or polite. You are going to be very friendly in this letter. And you are going to briefly, de forma muy resumida, you are going to tell what is the important moment from your past. ¿Listo? Now, in the body of the letter, en el cuerpo de la carta, que this is the longest paragraph, no? You are going to use past simple. ¿Por qué especifico esto? Porque, like, for example, in the forums, en algunos foros, some students, they were using future will, and the letter is not in future. The letter is in past, okay? That's why last week we have a CIPAS of using past simple tenses. ¿Listo? Okay. You need to include emotions about yourself, how you felt, cómo te sentiste in that special moment in your life. And you need to explain the reasons why it mattered. ¿Por qué fue importante? ¿Por qué significó algo muy trascendental en tu vida? Okay? That is in the body. Entonces ahí van a tener suficiente contenido. And finally, in the closure or in the conclusion, you are going to use should for positive advice, ¿cierto? Para dar suggestions, para decir qué debe hacer, something positive. Shouldn't for warnings or for recommendations, ¿sí? O sea, cosas que, que tu yo del presente debería evitar, ¿sí? And finally, van a cerrar end with encouragement, ¿sí? O sea, van a cerrar la carta con algo que sea motivacional. So you are going to motivate your version, okay? Your past version. ¿Listo? Is this clear? Is this information clear? Because now I'm going to explain or to give you some useful vocabulary, okay? Remember, 3 paragraphs. using past simple, including emotions, explaining why this situation was important, using should and shouldn't, and finish with motivation. Yes, claro que sí. Sí, Nancy. De hecho, actually, I'm explaining, les estoy explicando esto con el propósito de que tengan esa comprensión para aquellos que no han hecho la Task 6, sepan cómo pueden hacerla, ¿listo? Y ya les voy a presentar un vocabulario que pueden utilizar en la elaboración. Ok, thank you. Thank you. ¿Listo, Nancy? Ah, ok. Listo. Nancy, if you want, bueno, entonces, you can check, puedes mirar si cumpliste con estos requisitos. ¿Listo? Lo que te estoy proyectando y estoy explicando. ¿Ok? Para que de esa forma entonces revises if you need to change, you need to modify something. ¿Listo? Okay, so now, useful expressions for the introduction. So first of all, you're going to greet, van a saludar. You can have multiple options, like for example, these ones that I'm sharing. Dear, for example, dear 20-year-old me, hello little me, hello past self, or to my younger self. ¿Listo? Introducing the memory. Recuerden que acá en la introducción van a presentar de una forma muy breve ese recuerdo importante que van a abordar en toda la carta. Yes? Entonces van a decir, do you remember when I'm writing to you about the time you, looking back, I want to talk to you about ta, 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 ta. ¿Ya? Example. Miren, acá les tengo un ejemplo. Entonces, dear 10-year-old me, do you remember when you cried? Miren que estamos utilizando el past simple. When you cried on your first day of school, I want to tell you something about that day. ¿Listo? Esos son algunos useful vocabulary that you can use. Okay. Dear me.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I was checking the forums, the forums, and English forums, and I saw what appears to be one of your friends, teacher, tutor Herberto.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? Do you know
Yes,
him?
yes, of course. He's the course director.
I some time ago, like yesterday, I was sent already the link to the Canva where was my letter. It's a good job.
Uh-huh.
So when we're finishing the class, and I can show you or send you the link to the Canva, and you get feedback.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, of course, definitely. I can help you with that. Actually, last class, there was a student that is in a group from teacher Heriberto, and he sent me his letter, and I helped him. Okay, I provided him some feedback so he could make some arrangements and changes. Okay, Claudia, you can have dear me from 4 years ago, or if you or something more natural, it's dear 20-year-old me. Yeah, in that way. Well, I don't know how old you are, but you can specify the year or the age that you were in that time. Okay, 4 years ago, because the second option sounds more natural. Okay, than the option that you are presenting. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read what you're going to write, Claudia. I'm here with you. Okay, perfect. Let's continue. Useful expressions for the body of the letter. When you are describing the situation, what can you say? Back then, okay, Claudia, perfect. Back then, you remember that you are going to use past simple. Back then, you what? You played the guitar in an excellent way, or you participated in a contest, whatever the memory is about. You thought that, tú creías que, and you describe the memory, but in reality, ta, 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 ta. At the time, en ese entonces, you didn't realize that, no te diste cuenta que, okay? And it all started when, todo empezó cuando, okay? Now, important, very, very important that you mention your feelings, how you felt in that particular moment of your life. You felt so, for example, happy, excited, embarrassed, nervous, any depending on the situation or the memory that you're describing, you need to mention how you felt, your emotions. I know you were scared. Sé que estabas asustado. You regretted. Te arrepentiste. It was a tough or a difficult moment for you, but these are like multiple options that you can have in order to express your emotions in that particular moment of your life. Example, you were so nervous. What? You were so nervous about the school play that you almost quit. Estabas tan nervioso sobre la presentación o la obra de teatro que casi renuncias. You felt like everyone would laugh at you, but they actually loved your performance. Okay? So remember, in this case, the example is very simple, but the intention is in your letter, in your task, you need to be very detailed about the memory and about the emotions and the reasons why this moment was so important in your life. Okay? And finally, expressions for the closure or the ending of the letter. Positive advice, when you're going to use should. You should have, next time, you should. A better idea would have been to, if I could go back, I think you should. Okay? Warnings, when you need to use should and shouldn't. Warnings, you shouldn't have, no debiste haber hecho tal cosa. Avoid next time, evita la próxima vez. It wasn't a good idea to, or you shouldn't ever again. ¿Listo? You shouldn't, no deberías hacerlo nunca más. And encouraging final lines. Acá tenemos entonces lo que les decía de cerrar con algo, something motivational. You'll get through this. Believe in yourself more. Everything works out in the end. Love, future you. Example. Next time, next time here, you should practice more. Instead of giving up. ¿Listo? La próxima vez deberías practicar más en lugar de rendirte. You shouldn't ever again be so hard on yourself. Mistakes are normal. Keep going. You'll do great. ¿Listo? So remember these three things. Positive, should, warnings, shouldn't, and motivational phrases to close the letter. Okay? Questions about these expressions? Remember that tomorrow I'm going to share this presentation in the campus email so that you can check it out, the vocabulary, and you can maybe make some changes if you consider in order to include this information. Okay? Okay. So to finish the session today, I have this activity. This is an emoji letter challenge. Okay, so what is this about? You are going to summarize your letter in 5 emojis. Yeah. You are going to post it in a Padlet that I'm going to share in the chat. You are going to comment a classmate's letter using 1 sentence. And also at the same time as you comment, you are going to, or other people that are in this CIPAS are going to comment your emojis, trying to guess what is your memory about, okay? So I'm going to present one example here. Here, I got this, 5 emojis. I got a sad face or a crying face. I got books. I got forbidden or prohibido, el emoji de prohibido. I have video games. And I have like something. Keep it up. ¿Listo? ¿Cómo sería? What do you think in one sentence? ¿Cómo podríamos resumir esto?
Me teacher.
In one. Okay, Morgan, go ahead.
As much as it hurts to say,
Mhm.
I must study and I should playing video games too constantly.
Okay. And what is it? The emoji of the arm. What is it?
It can be, it can have many implications or segments.
No?
And so I say between the muscle and the controller icon, I can say playing video games all day or constantly.
Okay. Remember that in the closure, we said that there is like one final or some final motivational phrases. Yes? And this emoji, that emoji usually means something what? Like, hey, you can do it. Yes? Something like motivational. Yeah? So what you said is fine, the example that you proposed, yeah? And I have this. You cried about your exams. You cried, this one, about your exams, the second, because you shouldn't have played, acá tenemos lo negativo, play games, instead of studying. Bueno, y acá nos podríamos decir, like, next time you can do it. ¿Listo? So I'm going to share the Padlet here. And what is the intention? Vamos entonces a copiar. Wait, tantico. Okay. Here. This one. Jacqueline, you're writing something. Yes, is it clear what we are going to do? Clear? Questions? No questions? Entonces yo supongo que ya estamos reduchos. Okay, Jacqueline is writing something. Jacqueline ya está inspirada. Okay, where is it? Ay, ¿dónde está? Padlet. I can find it. Okay, this one. ¿Listo? Entonces recordemos cómo funciona esto. Don't show it again. Remember that here you got a pencil and it says add post. ¿Listo? Cuando le dan clic, entonces le sale esto acá. And remember, here are the instructions. Summarize your letter in 5 emojis. Post it in a sticky note. Está acá. Lo escribimos. Vamos a hacer mi ejemplo, el que les mostré. This one. Acá. Lo publico. Acá. Y acá en add comment voy a comentarle a mis compañeros una vez hayan publicado lo que yo pienso que significa esos emojis. ¿Listo? That is the intention. Lo que debemos hacer. ¿Listo? Questions? No questions. No veo a nadie escribiendo. What happened? Don't leave me forever alone. As the meme, como el meme. Is the instruction clear?
Give me a sec
Okay.
and sell update. So give me a second.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. You're totally good. Okay, Diana. Thank you for letting me know, Diana. That's very kind of you. So basically, you guys are summarizing and presenting your letter in 5 emojis. ¿Sí? Están resumiéndome lo que van a presentar en la tarea in the final task 6 in only 5 emojis. ¿Listo? Entonces, ay Dios. It's very, very cold today. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice slide. And listo. If you have questions, let me know. I'm here to help. Carlos, how are you? Good? Is the instruction cleared? I don't know why I don't see anybody writing. Okay. I crossed out.
Teacher,
Yes.
I've sent my emoji letter. Can you see it?
Okay, but I don't see it here in the Padlet. I don't see it. Remember that you need to add in here. Acá en el lapicito van a agregar una sticky note y ahí empiezan a escribir y colocan sus 5 emojis. ¿Listo? Y ahí los publican. ¿Ok? No sé si no pueden ingresar, no, pero ahí el link funciona. Creo. Sí.
And can you see it again? No?
No. Ah, ok, ya. Morgan. Ok. Ok.
And refresh the page, please.
Yes.
Refresh the page.
Yes, I did. Here it is. Your letter. Okay, so smiley face. What is that? Like a shower.
Yes.
Okay, and the 4 one. It's like a landscape, like a forest.
It is supposed to be a river.
Okay, so it is like you were.
You should go and
Wait.
take a bath at the river. Good luck.
You okay? You should take
No,
or
you should go and swim.
you should run and swim in the
You should go.
river.
You should
You should remember pronunciation. Should.
go
¿Por qué?
and
Why?
take a bath.
My internet's so bad. Wait, Morgan. Sí, ingreso, pero ¿por qué? Jacqueline, go.
You should.
It's fine. Or Jacqueline, if you don't feel confident or you don't feel like you want to share something personal, think or imagine something. Okay? Inventa. It's fine.
Can
If you
I
don't want to,
continue?
okay. Ay, Morgan, this is my guess. Esta es lo que yo pienso, ¿no? You should run and swim in the river to feel happy about yourself. Okay, Claudia, if you want, you can.
It is not exactly what I expected, but it's okay.
That's what I said is my guess. Okay, Morgan, so write it down, write your sentence. ¿Listo? Claudia, if you want, you can type here in the chat in Teams your emojis. Okay. Morgan, so what is your sentence, or what is your moment?
I'm sorry, I'm having some internet issues. Give me a second.
That's fine. So Carlos and well, Nancy and Diana. I think Jack is typing something here, so it's fine. I don't know what happened with this. Let me refresh. Okay, there are more. Okay. Giving up is forbidden. You shouldn't play video games. It's no bad. You should study. Giving up is forbidden. You shouldn't play so much video games. Okay, you shouldn't play so much video games, or so many video games. Okay, Jack, that is good. My little moment. Uy, okay. So here we have, ay, es que no me estaban recargando ustedes estaban escribiendo y no me aparecían. Ok, here. Entonces acá es, okay, when you traveled, cuando tú viajaste, when you travel around the world, you shouldn't have eaten the steak because you felt sick, stomach sick, and I don't know the music. I don't know the music note. I don't know. Okay. Thank you, Jacob. That's good. We are just finishing, so don't worry. Listo. Muchas gracias, entonces.
Can I talk about this?
Can you what?
I traveled to a little, to a different place, to other country that I born, and this is a little experience with the food and music, and I have and I am so nervous and scared. That this is a little confused.
No, but it's good.
Emojis.
I know with some emojis, your like expression is kind of limited, but well, bueno, pero mi adivinanza no estaba tan alejada. Okay, but it's good. Okay, so you travel to some places and you experience and you tasted new food, and you felt like confused about the culture and everything, but it was something exciting, no? I think. Which is really nice. Okay, thank you, Diana, and thank you, Morgan. Okay, listo. Guys, so, listo, Jacqueline, listo. Okay, thank you for sharing your letters, your emojis. This was a good activity. Claudia is typing. Bueno, we're waiting. And remember, tomorrow I'm going to send the presentation in case you want to see it, to check it out. And in case you want to make some modifications, remember it's only 3 paragraphs. ¿Listo? Bueno, Claudia, yo te estaba esperando en qué escribías. Pero bueno, si ya te apena compartir, that's fine, that's fine. Yo sé que tú estás siempre ahí muy pilosa compartiendo todo. ¿Ok? That's fine, Claudia. Lo importante es que siempre me participas. Very good. Okay, thank you guys. I think this is everything for today. So I want to know if you have any questions.
Can I send you the Canva link?
Sí, ya voy a dar por terminada la sesión. Okay, so that we can stay together. So, guys, thank you so much. With this activity, we finished the CIPAS number 2, and I hope that you guys enjoyed and understand a little bit more about this topic, and you have like some input for completing your task 6. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. Okay. Have a good night, everyone.
Ya se lo comparto por